I got a recipe for you. It's a vanilla cake with a malted chocolate frosting. Makes a lot so you can take it to a party. In this bowl, I have 3 cups of flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I just need to whisk those ingredients together. I wanna make sure everything is nice and combined, and then you can set that aside. Because this is such a great recipe for a crowd, I'm gonna make it in a disposable dish. If I bring it to the party and half of it's left over and I wanna leave the rest for the hosts, I can just leave it there and I don't have to worry about my dish. It's a perfect solution for picnics and potlucks and stuff like that. You know, it's that time of year. The ones that I have a top, which is kind of cool because you can cover it up and take it with you. And these are actually non-stick, but even though they're non-stick, I'm gonna butter it. That's what the recipe says to do. So butter and flour your 9x13. The flour and the butter combination is perfect for non-stickiness, but it needs to be a really light coating of flour. You don't want like clumps of flour all over your pan. Prepared. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I'm just gonna start creaming my butter and sugar. I have 1.5 cups of sugar and 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. You're gonna need to scrape down the bowl once or twice. While I'm waiting for this to happen, I'm gonna use my time efficiently and measure my buttermilk. 1.25 cups. 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Make sure it's the pure stuff. The imitation is not good. Don't use it. Just say no to imitation extract. Mean it, people. Now it's time for the eggs. You need 4 eggs, so I just like to crack 1 egg at a time into a little bowl or a measuring cup and then add it to the mixer. Make sure that every egg is fully combined before you add the next egg. That ensures proper combining. And proper combining is what good cake making is all about. Last egg. When your eggs are all added, it's time to add the dry ingredients. You want to do it in 3 additions of dry and 2 additions of wet, alternating. Flour, buttermilk, flour, buttermilk, flour. Once the flour is incorporated, then you can add half of your buttermilk mixture. I like to turn off my mixer so that the flour doesn't go flying. Half of the buttermilk mixture, the last flour. And it's done. Beautiful, silky smooth, delicious homemade cake batter. You just want to give it one final stir to make sure everything is incorporated, and then it can go into your prepared pan. And smooth the top so it cooks nice and evenly. And I'm going to bake this until the top springs back when I touch it lightly. It should take about 25 to 30 minutes, but you might want to check about 5 minutes early. When you're baking in a non-stick pan like this, the dark insides has a tendency to make it bake just a little bit faster, so you want to check a little early. While this is baking, I'm going to clean up just a little bit. Don't mind me. Now for the frosting, the best part of all, if I do say so myself. This is 1/2 cup of boiling water. I'm gonna need that in a sec. Here I have 1.5 cups of malted milk powder, and to that I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder to the malted milk powder, and then slowly add the boiling water. That's gonna dissolve all that stuff together and make it nice and smooth. It smells so good. It's like childhood to me. I drank a lot of malted milk when I was a kid, evidently. I don't know. Whisk your malted milk mixture until it's completely smooth. Set it aside until it's cool. It needs to be cool to make this frosting. Also, I have melted milk chocolate. This is 12 ounces. You can do it in the microwave or on a double boiler, however you like. While these 2 things are cooling, I'm just gonna start creaming some butter. I have 2 sticks plus 2 tablespoons of soft, unsalted butter in this mixer. While this is creaming, I thought I might point out to you that we have a beautifully cooled cake. The cake came out of the oven after 25 minutes. It's nice and golden. Okay, so this is nice and creamy, and I've allowed my chocolate mixtures to cool so I can add them without fear. First, the cocoa mixture. Nice and cool, and then turn it on really slow, especially at the beginning so the chocolate doesn't go flying everywhere. It can be very, very messy. Last time I made this, I splattered somebody who shall remain nameless. And then all you do is you just add your cooled chocolate. Get all the chocolate in there. It's kind of messy. Do not give up. Don't forget salt. And then mix it. And it should turn nice and light and fluffy in a matter of minutes, about 3 to be exact. I've been patiently waiting, and I think my patience is paid off. It looks really good. It's really silky. Oh my gosh, it tastes just like a milk dud or malted milk ball. I don't know which one it is. So good. Now it can go right on your cooled cake. Make sure your cake is cooled. Remember I said that? Otherwise, disaster. This frosting is basically made out of butter, so you can imagine what's gonna happen if you put it on a hot cake. So good, so nice, so silky. Smooth it over the top, cover it up, take it with you to your next party, and watch it disappear. And if you're making it in a disposable pan, you can leave the leftovers as long as it lasts, which won't be very long because it's so delicious they're not gonna be able to stop eating it.